Something strange is happening in the Outlander universe. Something no one expected. The Season 8 trailer didn't just tease the end of an era, it completely changed how we understand the story of Jamie and Claire Fraser. One voice, one mysterious call, and suddenly, everything we thought we knew about time, fate, and family is falling apart. Outlander Season 8 isn't just another chapter. It's the moment where every secret, every lie, and every piece of history comes crashing together. And if you thought the war was over, think again. The trailer for Outlander Season 8 has set the entire fandom on fire, and for good reason. It opens with Jamie and Claire returning to Fraser's Ridge, a place that once symbolized peace, love, and everything they built together. But this time it's different. The ridge has changed. It's bigger, louder, filled with strangers who have made it their own. The Frasers are finally home, but it doesn't feel like home anymore. It's a reflection of how far they've come and how much they've lost. And right from the first moments, you can feel it, that uneasy silence before something big happens. The official synopsis already hints at the emotional storm that's coming. New arrivals, old conflicts, and the question that haunts both Jamie and Claire. What are they willing to sacrifice to protect the place they love, and more importantly, to protect each other? The trailer makes one thing clear. Their unity is about to be tested like never before. But beneath all that, there's another story quietly brewing, one that connects Outlander directly to its prequel, Blood of My Blood. Fans who caught the trailer's final moments know exactly what I'm talking about. Claire turns her head after hearing a voice, calm, familiar, but impossible. "Mrs. Fraser," the voice says, and then silence. Her face goes pale. She freezes, as if she's seen a ghost. And maybe she has. Theories are exploding everywhere. Could it be Henry Beauchamp, Claire's father from Blood of My Blood, calling out to her? The idea sounds insane, but this is Outlander. Time is not a straight line here. It's a circle, filled with echoes of the past and glimpses of the future. The voice was clearly that of a man, ruling out Julia. But what if Henry somehow traveled forward in time? Fans believe he tried to reach the 1940s, but got lost, just like Roger once did. And if that's true, then Season 8 might give us something no one saw coming. The reunion of Claire with a part of her family she thought was long gone. Still, that's not the only theory making waves. Some fans believe the voice belongs to William, Jamie's son, or even Lord John Grey, returning to warn them of something much bigger than family drama. But no matter who it is, that single line, Mrs. Fraser, has already changed everything. It bridges timelines, generations, and maybe even the gap between life and death. The tone of Season 8 feels darker, more emotional, and deeply reflective. For years, Outlander has explored the pain of separation, the beauty of love, and the curse of time. But now it feels like everything is leading to this, a final reckoning for the Frasers. After decades of war, heartbreak, and loss, they're not just fighting to survive anymore. They're fighting to understand what all of it meant. The war for America's freedom may be over, but their war for Fraser's Ridge, for their home, their family, their legacy is only just beginning. And the danger isn't coming from the outside this time. No, it's coming from within. Hidden family secrets are finally surfacing, the kind that could tear them apart more brutally than any battlefield ever could. The synopsis even warns that while the Frasers hold a united front against their enemies, their greatest threat may lie behind their own walls. That line alone says everything. This season won't just test their love, it'll test their trust. After so many years and 7 unforgettable seasons, the stakes have never been higher. This isn't just another historical drama. It's a story about what it means to fight for a home that keeps slipping through your fingers. And as Jamie and Claire look out over a ridge that's no longer the same, it's hard not to wonder, are they returning to rebuild it, or to say goodbye forever? The trailer's tension doesn't give us an answer. It only deepens the mystery. Every look, every word feels like a farewell in disguise. The air around them is heavy with change, like they both know that time, the very thing that once brought them together, might finally be tearing them apart. And yet, even with all that fear and uncertainty, there's still that unmistakable spark between them, that unbreakable bond that has carried them through wars, loss, and time itself. But this time it's different. This time the story isn't about surviving history, it's about confronting it. And that's what makes this final season feel so powerful. Because Outlander isn't just about love across time anymore. It's about facing the ghosts of your own past. Even when those ghosts start calling your name, the more you watch the Outlander Season 8 trailer, the more you realize this is not just a continuation. It's a transformation. Every scene, every line feels like a quiet warning that something big is about to happen. Jamie and Claire have come back to a world that's moving without them. They've spent years away fighting, surviving, and dreaming of peace. But peace is never simple in their story. The ridge they once called home is now divided, filled with people they don't know, people who don't remember the sacrifices that built it. The place that once stood as their sanctuary has turned into a reminder that time changes everything, even the things you love most. The official synopsis makes it sound like a struggle to adapt, but the tone, the feeling of the trailer says otherwise. There's tension in every corner. The way Claire looks at the ridge, the way Jamie grips his sword a little tighter, it's not nostalgia. It's fear. Fear that something is coming for them again. Something that even time travel can't undo. And then there's the voice, that single haunting call, Mrs. Fraser. That moment has already become the heartbeat of Season 8's mystery. Who said it? Why now? What does it mean? If the theories about Henry Beauchamp are true, then we're looking at the biggest crossover in the Outlander universe, yet a direct bridge between Blood of My Blood and the main story. It would mean the timelines aren't just connected by bloodlines, but by the same force that's been pulling them through time since the very beginning. The stones, the echoes, the songs, maybe they've all been leading to this. What if Claire was never meant to travel alone? What if her past has been chasing her this whole time? And then there's Jamie, a man who's seen everything and lost almost as much. His story in Season 8 feels heavier, more final. You can sense it in the way he talks about the ridge, as if he knows their time there is running out. The way he looks at Claire isn't just love. It's longing, the kind that comes from knowing your moments together are limited. The showrunner, Matthew B. Roberts, even said that every plotline this season revolves around Jamie and Claire. Everything must affect them directly. That means there will be no filler, no wasted scenes, just pure story and emotion. It's a final sprint toward closure, and every second counts. For fans of Diana Gabaldon's books, this season will adapt written in my own heart's blood, but not strictly. The writers are borrowing elements from other books too, tying together storylines that have been hanging for years. This blending of material could make Season 8 the most emotionally charged season yet, a mix of romance, heartbreak, and revelation. After all, this isn't just the end of a series. It's the end of a legacy that began more than a decade ago. And speaking of legacy, let's talk about Faith Fraser. The cliffhanger from Season 7 left fans questioning everything. Could Faith, the child Claire believed she lost, still be alive somehow? The trailer doesn't show her, but that's exactly why fans are losing their minds. Matthew Roberts promised that this mystery will be addressed right at the beginning of Season 8. Imagine the impact if Claire learns that the child she mourned all her life wasn't lost, just hidden by time itself. It would break her, rebuild her, and reshape her destiny. But as much as we want answers, Outlander has never given them easily. Every truth in this world comes with a price. For Jamie and Claire, that price has always been time. No matter how far they travel or how hard they fight, time always finds a way to take something from them. And that's the feeling Season 8 captures so perfectly. The quiet understanding that no matter how strong their love is, they can't fight time forever. Meanwhile, the Mackenzies, Brianna and Roger, are stepping into their own story. The trailer hints at new beginnings for them, possibly even another child. Actress Sophie Skelton teased in an interview that she'd love to wear a pregnancy bump again, and fans took that as a not-so-subtle hint. But their family drama isn't just personal. It's part of something much bigger. Brianna and Roger represent the future. The next generation of Frasers trying to live with the consequences of choices made long before their time. And maybe that's what this final season is really about. The inheritance of time, how the past shapes the future, and how love carries through both. Filming for Season 8 wrapped in September 2024, with Sam Heughan confirming earlier this year that all post-production work is done. That means everything is locked, final, and waiting for us. And if the early buzz is right, this might be the most cinematic Outlander season we've ever seen. The camera work feels more intimate, the music more haunting, and the performances, especially from Katrina Balfe and Sam Heughan, are on a completely different level. Still, even with all the excitement, there's an unshakable sadness in knowing this is the end. We've watched these characters grow, suffer, fall in love, and lose everything, and now we're preparing to say goodbye. But Outlander has never been about endings. It's always been about cycles, how time, love, and fate keep looping back, no matter what. And that's why the final chapter feels so right. It's not closing the door, it's completing the circle. But the biggest question remains. What exactly did Claire hear? Was it Henry, her father? William, her stepson? Or someone else entirely, someone who will rewrite everything we know about the Outlander timeline? The trailer doesn't give us answers, only more questions. But that's the beauty of it. This isn't just a story ending. It's one final mystery, one final twist that could change everything. The final chapter of Outlander Season 8 is shaping up to be more than just an ending. It's a reckoning. Everything that Jamie and Claire have fought for, every life they've touched, and every moment they've defied time itself, it's all coming together in one last test. The trailer's haunting atmosphere makes it clear this season won't hold back. Every emotion, every truth they've been running from, is about to crash down like a storm that's been building for years. And the real question isn't whether they'll survive, it's whether they'll survive together. The tone of the trailer shifts constantly, from peace to tension, from love to loss. One moment, we see glimpses of warmth, of quiet smiles between Jamie and Claire. The next, the world seems to darken, the music deepens, and the weight of time presses in again. It feels like the past itself is closing in on them, forcing every secret to the surface. Claire's voiceover in the teaser hints at this. We've fought wars, we've lost everything, and yet somehow we're still here. But how long can we stay? That single line hits harder than anything we've heard from her before. It's not just about survival, it's about destiny catching up. And maybe that's why the mysterious voice at the end feels so important. It's not just a twist. It's the final thread connecting the beginning to the end. If it truly is Henry Beauchamp, then it means the circle is closing. The story that began with Blood of My Blood is ending with Outlander. It's poetic, tragic, and beautiful all at once. Because for Claire, seeing her father again would mean confronting not just her past, but everything that led her to become who she is. For years, she's been the woman out of time, a healer, a fighter, a survivor. But what happens when time itself starts to pull her home? And Jamie, the man who has lived his life between love and battle, between loyalty and loss, stands once again at the edge of something unknown. There's a reason this season feels like a farewell. He's fought kings, wars, and fate itself, but now he's facing the one thing even he can't conquer, the future. The future that's coming for him, for Claire, and for everything they've built.
Ian.
As Matthew B. Roberts explained, Season 8 is all about choices. Will you give up what you hold on to, and what you sacrifice for love? Every decision Jamie and Claire make will echo across time, shaping the legacy they leave behind. But let's not forget the others caught in this web of time. Brianna and Roger's story will grow even more emotional this season. They represent hope, the continuation of the Fraser line, but even their path won't be easy. With whispers of another child and rumors of danger following them from the past, their future may not be as peaceful as it seems. And then there's William, Jamie's son, torn between duty and truth. If he crosses paths with the Frasers again, we could finally see the long-awaited confrontation that fans have been waiting for. The kind that changes everything for everyone involved. As for Claire, the emotional weight on her shoulders has never been heavier. She's faced death, heartbreak, and loss more times than anyone should. But now, with whispers of faith survival, the reappearance of ghosts from her past, and the uncertainty of the Ridge's future, she's being pushed to her limit. Season 8 feels like her final test. Can she still believe in love, in time, in destiny, after everything time has taken from her? Behind the scenes, everything about this season points to a masterpiece in the making. The cast and crew have described filming as emotional and intense. Sam Heughan admitted that saying goodbye to Jamie Fraser was harder than he expected. Katrina Balfe said the final episodes feel like a love letter to the fans, a thank you for standing by these characters for so many years. And that's exactly what makes this season so special. It's not just about wrapping up storylines. It's about honoring everything that Outlander has stood for: love, sacrifice, and the eternal pull of time. The release is officially set for early 2026, and with filming and post-production already.